Hey guys, we're back with the Taste of Ellsworth, and today we're at Finn's Irish Pub. I love Irish pubs. I love the food, the atmosphere, but most importantly, I love the Guinness. There's nothing like an Irish pub that makes you feel like home, so with that being said, let's get started. So I'm here with Danielle, the manager of Finn's Public House, Irish Public House. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So, can you tell us a little bit? Our camera lady's back there laughing. Can you tell us a little bit about the history of Finn's and the story?
Yeah. So Finn's has been open for 11 years and started out. Well, the diner cart that the bar is in is a 1932 Worcester diner cart that was brought down here in the 80s and then was built around, and then it was Matey's restaurant for many years, and then Calypso for a short time, and then it's been Finn's ever since.
Awesome. So with Finn's, what do you typically serve here? I mean, everybody should know what an Irish pub is. I do, but a lot of people don't, so if you could tell some people.
Yeah, well, I mean, we definitely have staples on our menu that are favorites. We cook a brisket here every day, and so our Reubens are awesome, and boiled dinners, shepherd's pie, fish and chips. Those are probably like our biggest sellers, and Irish nachos, which is kind of funny. But we make our homemade chips here and homemade salsa, and they're so good.
You left out the most important part.
What?
Guinness.
Oh my gosh, I did. And the Guinness. The Guinness
Can't
is definitely
Guinness.
the most important part.
So out of all those things you listed, what's your favorite?
Probably, I've worked here for a really long time, so I tend to make up my own food now, but Irish nachos in any way, shape, or form.
Irish nachos. Okay, so we're here because of the Taste of Ellsworth, and as you know, and have experienced yourself, it's difficult to have a lot of people come in, so we're doing this digitally.
Yes.
What particularly do you think that Finn's brings to the community of Ellsworth?
Well, I think that we're like the Cheers of Ellsworth.
Yes.
Like, people feel like they're at home when they come in, and that's the whole goal of Finn's, is really to make, like, we have so many regular customers, locals that come in all year round, but to make new regular customers all the time, and just to be part of the community and have them feel like when they walk in here, they're walking into their living room.
You ever heard the old like pub saying? It's not, you don't, what did I say? When you come in, it's not you don't know anybody, it's just you have friends you haven't made yet.
Yes, exactly. And that's like what I talk to the staff about all the time. If you can make a new regular, like every day, that somebody new coming in and get to know them, it's just an awesome thing.
Well, before we cut off the camera and my camera lady got sassy, we were talking about the fact that the history of Irish pubs goes back not just in America, but also to Ireland, obviously, and that kings were required by doctrine to have a pub established in each of their kingdoms. So there's a few other things that Irish pubs had is they had to have an option for travel, not an option, it was mandatory that travelers actually were allowed to have drinks outside of drinking hours if they traveled for more than 3 miles in order to get
more
to a
than
place.
3 miles?
Yeah.
Wow.
Which, I mean, if you think about it, doesn't seem that significant now, but back
then, yeah, absolutely.
So 3 miles was a hefty little hike.
And
which
Guinness used to be considered like medicinal. Yeah.
still medicinal.
Yeah. I don't know why I said used to be.
Used to be. It's still medicinal.
Yeah.
So yeah, like and then another story I was going to add, which is why I like Guinness so much. Well, before that, is I was telling you before, we were deployed on a carrier and we pulled into South Korea, and we were looking for the only Guinness Irish, like actual Irish pub in South Korea. The hard part about that, which you're going to get a kick out of, is nobody speaks English in South Korea. So we're trying to figure out how to say pub in South Korean and explain to these people like what exactly it is we were looking for, and everybody's just like,
yeah, that must have been
what you're
very
saying.
difficult.
But after about like 8 to 12 hours of searching for this pub, we found it. We were already hammered at the time because every time we were like, yeah, Guinness pub, they were like, bar? And we're like, yeah.
And we'll just stop at every single bar on the way.
We did. We would stop. We would be like, okay, we're kind of thirsty. We're going to get a drink. So we'd get a drink. and then sit there for a couple minutes and then leave and then try to find the next spot that was close to it. We eventually found it, and I got a buddy of mine who was like collapses on the ground praying, thanking people for the fact that we found this Guinness pub.
Finally.
So that was awesome.
That's such a great story.
So yeah, that's kind of like additive to that. And then one weird thing about Irish pubs, in my historical looking, is that pubs used to be allowed to store dead bodies.
Really?
Yeah.
How have I never heard this before?
Yeah, that's pretty weird.
Yeah, that is pretty weird.
It's like, you want Guinness, shot of whiskey, and there's
a
some
corpse.
generic Irish name that has been here for years.
She laughs nervously, but
She's like,
there's like bodies underneath her.
Right. And now I'm thinking about all the pubs I went to in Ireland, and I'm like, oh, maybe there's definitely a few
they
that
probably stored some. Yeah. I'm jealous that you actually get to go to an Irish pub.
I got to go to about 100 of them.
One day.
One right after another. We traveled all the way around the country. We started in Dublin and rented a car and went all the way around and then up to Northern Ireland. It was about 3 weeks.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, it was the most amazing trip of my life.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm jealous now.
We were right in front of the Temple Bar right there in that picture.
So that's an actual picture you guys took?
No, I have a picture that
Of you guys there?
is a replica of that picture. And there's a guy outside rolling a keg of Guinness. It is the best picture I took in Ireland. Yeah.
I think you need to replace that picture.
I know, I
then.
think so too. Why haven't I done that?
Enlarge it and put you guys in actual
Right?
authentic. Like, this was a printout, this is an actual photo.
Yeah, this is an actual photo of Ireland.
And we're back. So thank you so much for the Heart of Ellsworth for allowing us the opportunity to go to Finn's Irish Pub. I'm kind of biased. This is probably going to be one of my favorite videos because I love the Irish pub environment. That's kind of just my thing. But we still have other places to visit on this Taste of Ellsworth tour, so I'm going to reserve that till the end, but right now it's my favorite.
I like how you whisper that. But it's my favorite.
So it was really cool to go in there and see the environment, how a train car was built. Well, they built a pub around a train car, and the whole environment was just an amazing thing to experience, and I am glad that we got to do it. We actually got food to come back home, which is kind of going to be a typical trend that we do here because of the COVID situations. But one unique thing that they did to handle this challenge is that for each of the bags, they put fun little facts on the bags for the takeout. You want to read the bag?
Yeah. So fun fact, if you eat Irish nachos fast enough, Fitbit thinks you're running.
So I'm going to take that as a challenge accepted. Ooh, what do we got? Mail and a wallet here. That doesn't belong there. So yeah, I think it's awesome, and hopefully when they get back to full capacity, if they still do offer a takeout menu or option, they continue that. Usually they have like live bands going on in there, but with the restrictions, it's kind of difficult and challenging to do at this time. So we got food. Do you know what you got for food?
I got the blackened salmon, I think.
Let's see. So this is the Irish nachos. So we got those. You guys probably never heard of Irish nachos. You're welcome. This is the blackened salmon. You're doing great. I don't know why you rushed off, but it is what it is. This is the blackened salmon. And I got a Reuben. If you guys watch the video, you'll obviously see that I also had Guinness at the bar too, but they don't really let you take that out of the pub. So now we're going to eat this food and let you guys watch us eat it. We're going to take bites of it, tell you about it, because that's just what we do. As always, not sponsored. I'm not even going to show them because they don't deserve to, well, they do deserve, because flaky salt's amazing. Nothing against Finn's, I just love flaky salt. It's kind of my thing.
He's a fancy salt kind of guy. Why? I don't know.
Gucci salt.
Gucci salt. Look at this plate. Like, that is amazing. And I know you guys can't smell it, but you'd be jealous if you could.
If your Reuben doesn't come on rye, it's not a Reuben. I'm just going to throw that out there.
That looks so yummy. All right, so this blackened salmon, though, I'm excited. Oh, I should probably
I love a Reuben.
put some of that lemon on there, you know? Oh, yeah.
So they also make home chips. Do they call them fries? Do they call them fries? Chips? Home chips?
I think it's called Finn's Chips.
Finn's chips?
Yeah.
Yeah, crunch. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah.
That salmon is so...
It's even after like 20 minutes of sitting. Amazing.
That salmon's super flavorful.
So I'm also excited for these Irish nachos. Got all the fixins. We got jalapenos. Is this ham?
Oh, no, I didn't.
Tastes like ham. There's not bacon.
Oh.
We got, looks like sour cream. Looks like some nacho sauce.
Ooh, that smells good.
Cheese, obviously, and it's on their chips. So we're definitely gonna need to eat this fast because I'm gonna need to burn the calories that I'm ingesting because I'm watching my figure.
I'm not.
So I'm gonna take a bite of this. Let's see. It's so cheesy.
Whatever sauce this is. Oh my gosh, so good.
Yeah, very good. They're so good. So, if you haven't tried Finn's before, you're missing out.
Definitely recommended.
If you guys are looking at areas to eat in Ellsworth while you're visiting or stopping by or traveling through, make sure to stop by there at Finn's. Great people, great environment, and there's never nobody you don't know. I messed that up. What was I saying? I messed it up. When you walk into a pub, there's no strangers, just friends you haven't met. So once again, we would like to thank the Heart of Ellsworth for allowing us the opportunity to do this, and we look forward to giving you guys the next taste of Ellsworth in the next episode. Until then, like, subscribe, or do what you want, because I am not your dad.